everyone gets to my age group, we have to look at Medicare as being the primary focus when it comes to taking care of our health care for the last of our days. And in doing so, you have to be very cautious because there are a lot of unknowns out there for the people that want to do their own thing and try to make decisions about one of the most important things that they're going to have to face for the near future.
I turned 65 and Uncle Sam said that I had to get Medicare.
The number one thing was basically cost factor for what it's going to cost me to be involved in this program. In today's world, it's changed immensely from what it was just a few years back. And now it's more important to have a professional opinion to be able to give you the right answers, to let you know exactly what your costs are going to be and what your coverages will be.
I had lots of questions and I looked to someone who I thought could help me with those questions.
When you get out trying to find a program, you're just inundated with a lot of things that just can never be explained by yourself. You have to have someone trained to be able to know what to do and what the consequences will be if you make a wrong decision. It's too late because the way the program is set up, you only have a very small window to make a change. You can't just say, no, I don't want that anymore. You're stuck with it for a year. And that's the responsibility of any professional in any business, be it insurance, a doctor, a mechanic. They've got to make the right decision the first time.
Rebecca is a very close friend, and I did not look any further because I knew she was honest and that she would be very helpful for me.
My first thought is I could do it myself, and I tried that avenue. And as the clock ticked from October to December, I found out, boy, did I really make a mistake. So I had a neighbor and close friend that recommended Rebecca. And within the last days before the program shut down for the year, we got together. She made the sales pitch to me and gave me all the answers I was looking for. The answers I made, or the problems that I created, were going to stay with me for a year, and it was going to cost me a lot of money with a lot less coverage. Rebecca answered all my questions, gave me the program that was exactly what I was looking for, that I was unable to do for myself.
Rebecca always returns my calls, and I don't have any problem talking to Rebecca.
Rebecca was very informative. She gave me answers to every question I asked, very professional ways of looking at insurance coverage, especially for Medicare. It's not the typical go out and buy insurance to cover yourself and your family. You're looking at a whole routine that can be catastrophic. If you make a wrong decision with Medicare, you have to live with it. And it can be so devastating monetarily and physically that you really need a professional like Rebecca.
Rebecca has always been very professional. Whenever I do have a question about Medicare itself or a claim, she is just super.
Rebecca's enhancement of the program, because you don't know, that was my first year of being on the Medicare program. She answered every question, even questions I didn't even think about. She was just outstanding to be able to get me in that first year Medicare program, and she has since given me a lot of advice on different avenues. Since this program is changing so much by the day, you just call Rebecca and she will give you the answer.
And any time that when it comes up for renewal, she will advise me as to what would be the best coverage for me. One of the things I like about Rebecca is that I feel she is very honest.
Okay. Was it easy to get a hold of Rebecca?
Rebecca was extremely, I had never met her before, but through my neighbor's acquaintance with her, she got me the number. I got a hold of Rebecca. It was like talking to a family friend. It was like the first time we met, we'd known each other for quite some time. And I really appreciate the ability to be able to pick up the phone, call Rebecca, I've got a question, and she has an answer for me.
I have never felt pressure from Rebecca when it was time for me to make the decision that I needed to make. I would much rather deal with a local agent like Rebecca rather than pick up a phone and maybe talk to someone in Hong Kong. I'm more comfortable speaking to my agent.
There's a lot of things that you do during your lifetime that you say, boy, I wish I hadn't done this, or boy, I'm glad I did that. When I got introduced to Rebecca as an agent to take care of my needs with Medicare was the best thing that happened to me in a long, long time. And there wouldn't be any question at all that I would recommend Rebecca to any family member, to any friend.
Rebecca is always very knowledgeable. Whenever I have a question, she knows her product and she explains her product very well, and she is helpful. If you have a question 6 months down the road, then Rebecca will always take the time to answer those questions for me. She also, if I have a question about a claim, she is very helpful on those claims.
I would recommend Rebecca to anybody that is in need of Medicare assistance, trying to figure out the complicated program of Medicare, and she's just a great person to have on your side.